isolation is addictive. For myself, and as for many probably watching this, you originally go into isolation just to heal, just to create a cocoon of safety, to keep negative energy and basically empty vessels that demons can use to attack and to dim your light, because you have a light that irritates these demons. You have a pure energy that's connected to that one divine source of energy. But in your isolation, that energy gets strengthened and even purified more. And then when you are forced to go out amongst the empty vessels, they see it more clearly. They notice it, and it frustrates them. And so their attempts to break down that purity and to dim the light increase. So it's kind of like a vicious cycle where you're constantly getting pushed further into this isolation. I see a whole flock of geese flying in formation right here. You know, I always point these things out when I'm making these videos because these things are all around us. And it's the beauty of God. You know, the little silver squirrel I saw yesterday making a video. Just all the time when I'm making videos, I just see beauty happening around me. And I don't think most people that are in this competitive workforce, rushing from day to day, you know, Satan has created a world that is chaotic and that is dog eat dog, go, go, go. And these are all just perfectly designed the way Satan wants them, to take us away from that connection of divinity. So isolation irritates the demons because we're able to slow down, commune with our good Lord, and in that communion, purify our positive energy. And the more we do this, the more that buffer around us is strengthened, and the less people coming around us and with their negative energy can affect us. When I think back to 6 years ago when I was still employed, going day to day, every day to work, I was lucky enough to get a lot of rejuvenation of that positive energy source through focusing on very, very needy children that really, really needed my help. And kids that are like, right when I meet them, they're like, oh, how long are you going to be my counselor for? 2-3 months? Or maybe like the last one that I had for a month? Or maybe like the one before that I had for a week? And I'm like, look, it's the beginning of the year. We are going to have, I guarantee you, a minimum of 9 to 10 months together. I'm going to be meeting with you in group therapy with kids that have the same issue as you every week. And I'm going to be meeting with you individually every week. And when I'm with you, no phone calls will be answered. My eyes will not be darting around. They will be focused on your eyes. My energy will be focused on your energy. And anything you tell me is going to be 100% private, unless you tell me it's something I can share with your mom or your teacher. You can't be starting our relationship off worried about how long I'm going to be with you, or about how the other relationships with school psychologists and therapists went, because I'm not them. You don't like getting judged by how you dress or how you act that first day of school, do you? Okay, give me a chance. Let me prove to you that I'm different. And they would really just start to fall in love with me, and I'd start to fall in love with them. But, I still had a crazy rat race life. So I was lucky enough to have that reconfirming positivity of being able to help others. That's why I love this channel. That's why I love talking about how sometimes when you're at your lowest and you ask the good Lord to help you, all of a sudden he sends someone that's worse off than you. And in your helping that person, you are reassured of the goodness in the world and the goodness in yourself, and that other person's appreciation for you reconfirms your significance, and that your life force is significant, and it can have an impact, even if just on this one person. And maybe 24 hours later, that person might be right back in the same situation. That positive influence you have is worn off and they're depressed again. But at least that one day you were able to make a difference in that one person's life. So, but back to the positivity of isolation and how it builds this spirit of ours and strengthens this energy of ours, so that then when we are surrounded by negativity and chaos and confusion, all of the devil, we are so much better to deal with it. But then it kind of drives us back to that isolation, because it's like your cell phone battery or a video game. Being exposed to that stuff for too long will start to drain that life force and that positive energy. And we got to get back to our prayer closet and our solitude in our apartment or our bedroom or our house. It is a wacky world, and you can't help but absorb some of this chaos and confusion. But what really gets me is seeing the how others are so open to deceitful ways. Someone will look you square in the eye and lie to you, and they're lying. It hurts. I don't know about you, but it hurts my heart that this individual is so willing to, what my ex-wife used to call, to be a lie face. And that's a good expression, because they're doing their best to look sincere. They're making that eye contact. They're using all of their life force and their energy to be as deceitful as possible. And it literally hurts, because we're all one, basically, And when you're exposed to someone like that, this is a brother, We're all connected in some way or another. And here is this human being made in the likeness of God, being used by the devil and trying to be as deceitful as possible to you, when it's in reality, they're actually deceiving themselves, and they're hurting themselves and you in the process. It feels so good to be able to learn how to really avoid lies of any kind. I used to have to lie to get what we would call mental health days. You know, because I would just work so hard. I've never known any other way of being but to give everything my 100%. And I would just literally about once every 6 weeks, I would just, whether I was sick or not, I would call in and say I was sick because I needed to recharge those batteries. And you want to be talk about being surrounded by deceit and hypocrisy, especially hypocrisy on my job. It wears down a chosen one that has the best of intentions, wants the best for everyone, and you got people looking you square in the eye and deceiving you. People saying that they're doing one thing when you know they're doing the exact opposite. I'm talking about batteries running low. My battery's running low. So I'm going to have to cut this short, but just wanted to send out some positive vibes and some helpful information for my YouTube fam. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.